In the mid-1990s in Kuwait, a horrifying crime shook the entire nation. The incident took place in the home of an elderly man named Abu Fahad, who lived with his wife, son Fahad, Fahad's wife, and their children. Everything seemed normal, until the trusted domestic staff turned into the villains of the story. Abu Fahad had a Sri Lankan driver who had worked with the family for years, along with 2 Sri Lankan maids. The family treated them well, but unknown to them, these 3 had formed a criminal trio. Motivated by greed and impatience, the driver plotted to rob the house and convince the maids to join him. Their plan wasn't just theft. It involved brutal violence. One morning after Fahad and his wife had left on a trip, leaving the children with their grandparents, the plan was set into motion. One of the maids lured Fahad, the grandmother, into the kitchen by saying the stove was broken. As she approached, the other maid shoved her inside, where the driver attacked her with a meat cleaver. They beat her until she lost consciousness, then chained her up. Next, the driver went upstairs to Abu Fahad's room. While he was still asleep, the driver began choking him and attacking him with the cleaver. Abu Fahad fought back, but one of the maids joined in, injuring his legs to immobilize him. Eventually, they overpowered and chained him as well. Threatening to unalive him if he didn't comply, the driver forced Abu Fahad to reveal the location of the family safe. Inside were valuables, gold, cash, and a handgun belonging to Fahad, who worked in the military. The intruders took everything. Not satisfied, they moved on to the grandchildren, tying them up and threatening them into silence. Then they looted the entire house, taking appliances like TVs, fridges, and even the cooking stove, loading everything into a waiting pickup truck. The driver shipped the stolen goods to Sri Lanka by sea, then returned to the house to collect the maids and escape. They left Kuwait through Dubai on their way to Sri Lanka. But Fahad, still alive and chained, managed to drag herself to the street. A passing driver saw her and called the police. Authorities rushed to the house and found Abu Fahad severely injured, and the grandchildren traumatized but alive. Kuwaiti authorities quickly contacted Dubai officials. Just before their plane departed, Dubai police raided the aircraft and arrested all 3 suspects. They were extradited back to Kuwait and confessed to their crimes. In court, the driver admitted everything, while the maids tried to pin the blame solely on him. However, all 3 were sentenced to 15 years in prison. After serving their time, they would be deported. Though no one died in this crime, it left a deep scar. It exposed the dangers of entrusting strangers in the most intimate spaces of one's home and highlighted a disturbing trend of domestic worker-related crimes in Kuwait, ranging from theft to violence, even attempted unalivings.